party. Well, hello folks. Jumping in a little late to help ref. We were short a ref and I just had some availability. So Huskar finishing up the timer for us, but I will take over after that. We've got a laser banshee gat squid piloted by Merwin. Got all kinds of stuff. Anyway, we'll get into that in game. Yeah, I got here a little too late to be useful. I was going to do the timer for them, but it seems like they have figured that out, so that's good to see. So Assault on Kinforth, this is match number 11 it looks like. The red team is Steel Legio Lepidoptera, and the blue team is Dreampunk Groove. So, starting match timer real quick. So, starting with the red team, ship number 1 is the Fairy Moth piloted by Merwin. It is a laser banshee Gatling squid. Ship number 2 is the Perseus. That's some Greek god that I'm. No, it's not. Wrong ship. That's piloted by Mosine. It's a Corsair with a carronade on front, Gatling on the side, double watcher on the side, and a Caro in the back. Looks like we've already got ships starting to getting close, but we have ship number 3 is the Dreamweaver piloted by Steambrains. It is a Art Caro. It is a carrot. And we'll get ship number 4 after this engagement. Looks like ship number 4 is a Carofish piloted by Fishy Ate My Toes. That's the Stubbly Minnow. It is a Carofish with side Banshee on one side and Flamer on the other. So checking the map, we got a bit of a split push here from the red team. So, keeping blue guessing, Dreamweaver trying to cover off that Corsair for now. Corsair coming in, trying to get the pop, gets the pop on the Pyramidion. Pyramidion in a little bit of trouble. Fish coming in to support. And Fairy Moth just starting to make their engagement run now. Break on the Dreamweaver. That's about 80% perma down to 20% on the Dreamweaver, but now Fish starting to get some control. Back ram out of the Corsair, gets him out of trouble, might pinch against the terrain, a little bit high for that, they're able to get over it. Stubbly Minnow trying to pressure down, broken themselves, but has a balloon break and a lot of fire stacks on the Corsair. Banshee fire from the squid coming to support their Corsair, try to get the fish off of them, and Dreamweaver now re-engaging. Trading fire both in back and forth. We got pops on both red ships right now. Blue ships really going for a control game here. But the Dreamweaver very much in a precarious position. If that armor goes down, they could be in trouble. They have it up for now. They need a mallet on the hull if they're going to keep it up. They get that mallet, but those 6 stacks of fire burning them down. Squid trying to put the pressure on the Pyramidion. Fish trying to pressure the squid out. Pyramidion gets out for now. They get their armor rebuilt, and the Corsair bouncing on the ground there, taking some Banshee fire into their balloon, but are able to get that balloon rebuilt. Dreamweaver coming back to re-engage as the Stubbly Minnow pushes back the Fairy Moth. Dreamweaver does get the pop, putting that Flamer to use. This does not look good for the Corsair, but the Corsair is able to get the back of the Pyramidion there. A little bit better positioning on the Corsair. And then we'll see if the Fairy Moth can get here quick enough to save their ally. Another pop. They haven't quite been able to seal the deal here so far. Lots of fire stacks, armor down, balloon back up, but I assume it will be down shortly with that Caro coming in, and the Caro fish of the blue team coming in for as well, and that's going to be first kill, blue. So first kill, blue. Caro fish trying to get a pop on the Fairy Moth, isn't able to do it, but does get their balloon low enough that they bonk on terrain, trying to escape. Carrot trying to take out some of those engines, takes one out, two out, a little bit of fire on the other engines. This could be bad. Blue ships following in. Yeah, I do think this is going to be it for the fish. Their engines are controlled, balloon is controlled, and that is 2-0 in favor of the Dreampunk Grove. And with a spot on the Red Corsair, they are able to push if they want to. They have a little bit of a 1v2 here, probably another 10-15 seconds before a spawn is available, and we'll see what the red team chooses to do with that. Dreamweaver rising up here, trying to put that Caro and Artemis to good use, start taking out some components on the Corsair. We've got double flamethrower on the Corsair right now. Fairy Moth did spawn in close, trying to get in and make a difference here. Stubbly Minnow popped themselves, but keeping the balloon pressure up on that Corsair. And Dreamweaver, taking pressure from that laser, did break with a quick rebuild. And this is the fish trying to save their ally here, putting pressure on the squid. Dreamweaver on a pixel of armor, and that is going to do it. That's the first kill for red there. So Stubbly Minnow in a little bit of a tough position here. They are going to get partial balloon damage, but are trying to escape. And with the positioning of the squid right now, they might be able to do it, but it's all going to matter how the disables come in here. They do have their engine showing to their enemy, and that laser is just going to continue to chip away damage on them. They get the mallet, so they don't get a break there, but they do get a break now. Only about 5-10% perma down, and they are moving towards their ally. Broken again a quick rebuild. So blue team looking to meet up again here. Okay, so now red team, finding the Pyramidion of the blue team, are able to get a little bit of a 2v1. A little bit of an overcorrection maybe by blue, not getting their ships together quick enough and allowing a double team on their fresh ship. But starting to engage now. Fairy Moth is very low altitude-wise, bumping on the pipe and losing their own balloon. And that's going to give the blue team a little bit of a 2v1 opportunity on the Corsair. Dreamweaver just about getting the pop, but not quite. But that low balloon is going to affect the mobility of the Corsair. Broken themselves, taking some Banshees. That's about 40% down on the Dreamweaver as the Minnow tries to support their ally. Popping the squid, or attempting to pop the squid. Corsair now with mostly recovered, but still low balloon. That is going to make their vertical mobility a lot tougher. Might allow the other ships to get in. So broken balloon on the Corsair, fish trying to keep that balloon broken, grind them down, and the Dreamweaver for now focusing with their ally, getting some disables on the Corsair. But they are getting lasered in the back by that squid. A lot of bumping going down here. Back and forth. We got balloon breaks and rams going out. Watcher goes out into Naked Hull on the Stubbly Minnow, takes out about half their perma, Dreamweaver trying to make a difference here on the Fairy Moth, push them back at least. Big ram out of the Corsair into the building, and they do pick up the kill though. That's going to be 2-2, 3-2, excuse me. But a reminder, there is first kill advantage for blue. So, with 11 minutes left, this really could go either way still. But red coming out of that engagement with nice, clean, fresh ships, which is definitely going to be advantageous in this next engagement, and in the spawn of blue, so able to put that pressure on quickly as soon as the blue ships spawn. Sorry about that, I was just checking on a message, but Fairy Moth has probably spotted, and there go the spots, the blue ships. So the question is, can the blue ships either push in on the squid here and get a little bit of a 2v1, or are they going to hold their position, set up, and be ready? Because they have to know that Corsair is not too far behind. Corsair with some soft cover right now, preventing spots on their approach. Fairy Moth doing a good job of shaking their own spot as well. And this looks a lot like the first engagement. Fairy Moth lying in wait, that Corsair forcing the blue ships to look at them. So spots on all ships now. Corsair coming in, attempting to, looks like, make a run on the fish. No pops yet. That laser continuing to do work in this match. So that's a partial pop, and they did not get the full pop on the Stubbly Minnow. So Stubbly Minnow still able to keep position here. But we have a little bit of a 2v1, it seems, on the Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver eating a little bit of Banshee, but they do keep that hull up with one engine down. That's a lot of engines out on the Stubbly Minnow, broken as well. Looks like just their main engine, so they are not able to turn around to engage here. And I think this is the Corsair seeing blood, not quite finishing it up with that ram. Dreamweaver broken themselves, eating a little bit of Banshee fire, taking them down to about 70% perma. Still anyone's match here, especially with that first kill advantage on the blue side here, but this engagement at least, red team seems to be winning. They have better control, although that pop is going to help the blue team. So SLL attempting to finish the deal here if they can. They've got a ram attempt, but actually blocked by the Dreamweaver. Interesting play. Well done. Dreamweaver broken themselves though for their troubles, getting a little bit of a ram, eat some Banshees, and they might get out of this with just about 5% perma left, and they do. Stubbly Minnow needs to push and make a difference and keep that pop up on the Corsair, which they didn't get quite the full pop here. We'll see if they go for a ram, they go for another set of carronades, and now we have Flamethrower going in. Minor bump by the Dreamweaver takes out about half their perma. And Hydro, good Hydro there. Or I don't know if that was Hydro or Stam, but a good choice there to get a little bit of a bump on the Dreamweaver, force them out of position, and now red team going for a double team on the Stubbly Minnow, the fish of the blue team. Flamer going out, hitting both ships. That was a break on the Stubbly Minnow, another break on the Stubbly Minnow, and while the blue team was able to gain some control there, they are firmly in the disadvantage in the health category. So we'll see if they're able to finish it. That might be a ram coming in. That is a ram. They're able to at least avoid the building for now, but Banshee's coming in as well. Banshees miss, and they're able to rebuild that armor one more time at a pixel of perma. Fairy Moth rotating around the field, using their Banshee to their advantage, using that laser at range like this, and a break with a laser is going to be death. We'll see if the Dreamweaver can keep that from happening, and they can't. That is 4-2 in favor of blue, and I have to say, with the double team here, I think this is going to be over shortly. Balloon broken, armor low, laser lining up, and that is going to be the match. I think that's where we're going to cut this off for now. I think we're going to go jump over into Saldarim's lobby, and should be going shortly. So thanks for stopping by, and you can catch the next match over at Saldarim's stream, which I think is Spory44 on Twitch.